Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Horizons with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having a great day as always. Now, in the last episode, we went and made ourselves our big old farm guy over there, and we did tesseracts and things. We're looking good. And I've gone and made myself another tesseract, so we now have two, which is nice. And I've also got some Magmatic Dynamos. Now, these will be used to convert our lava into power, or RF, because we're using thermal expansion gizmos, and these guys are fairly simple. You've seen how we make Invar. It's done with some Invar gears which use iron, and then we have ourselves a redstone transmission which is silver and redstone, and that is it. That's pretty much it. They're very simple. Just need to get yourself a load of Invar for that, which is your ferrous and your iron dust. Okay, right, so today we're going to work on getting lava moved over from the nether into this overworld, and then we're going to use it to power our engines, and then we're going to send that back and forth so that it kind of powers itself. So we have our tesseracts, we have our magmatic dynamos. The next thing we need is a place to store the liquid and a way to pump the liquid, so we need two more things. And to do that, we're going to be using ourselves an ender-thermic pump. I believe that's probably the best way of doing it, and that works with the extra utilities one. Now, to make these, we need ender-infused obsidian, which is obsidian with a ender pearl, and that will give us all the ones that we need. So let's grab a few of those first. So we'll grab 4 obsidian and a ender pearl. There we go. And this will give us the bits and bobs we need for this guy. Cool. We're also going to need ourselves a eye of ender, so let's grab another one of those and some blaze dust. That'll do the trick. Cool beans. And we're going to need a pickaxe. So let's go grab ourselves a pickaxe. We need 3 of these. I'm probably going to need some more. Actually, I only want 3 of those, don't I? Yeah. And we're going to need ourselves some sticks today for what we're going to be doing. So let's craft ourselves some sticks. And then the excess ones that we have, we'll throw into our backpack. Cool. So there's that. And that is our pickaxe. We're going to need a diamond. I think that is pretty much it, and we need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, and I always carry those around with me because I just think they're mega handy. So that should do it, give us all the bits we need. And we can't shift right click because obviously we have a pickaxe. Remember that you can't really shift click things that have a usage to them, a durability meter. It doesn't let you do that because they're kind of, the metadata on is a little bit different. So there's that. We want our diamond, we want our lava, and we want our water bucket, giving us our endothermic pump. Yes, and endothermic pumps are awesome. So now we need to go into finding a way to store our liquid, and I think we're going to do this with a mod that's all to do with tanks. Yes, we have our dynamic liquid tanks, 2 even, a little bit better than 1. And with this we need ourselves a tank controller, the first thing you're always going to need. This has its own type of tool in it, so you're going to need a hammer, and a hammer is crafted with sticks. You need yourself some string, and you need some iron. So let's grab some more iron again. And we'll craft one of these guys, so it sticks like this with your string and your iron. Ba-bam, ba-bam, gives us the hammer. And we want to make some hammer plates, these little guys, the iron mass, and that's done like this. Yeah, kind of like how IC2 works it. So that'll give us these guys. Now we're going to need ourselves some glass panes at some point as well, so let's grab some glass panes, and we're going to need ourselves some iron gates, or these fence guys, the iron bars. Yeah, and we'll grab 2 of those. Cool. Alright, so let's have a gander at this guy again, to the tank controller, and we also need a lever. So let's go grab some obsidian from here. Obsidian, cobblestone, that's the one. What am I on about? And that'll give us the lever. Okie dokie, right, so that should be it, and that will give us the tank controller. The next thing is we need the actual tank pieces, which are these. And these are done with glass panes and your iron mass. So if we turn a few of these into panes, there we go, we'll grab a load of those, and we'll throw these in here. You can see that we can grab 6 of our dynamic liquid tanks. I might even go make some more so we can store a pretty decent amount. So let's grab some more of these little guys, and we'll make some more plates and some more tanks. Cool, so that gives us 10. And we'll throw the hammer in our backpack for a, for a later day. Nice. Okay, right, so we've got a form of holding our liquid, we've got a way of getting our liquid, we've got a way of transferring, and a way of converting into power. The next thing, well, there is a few other things that we need. This could just do as a setup, but I would like to make a couple of other things. So I've worked on getting some hardened glass together, and if we get this and some copper, we should be able to make ourselves some pipes. Yes, and grab ourselves some pretty decent pipes. Now, can I remember the recipe for these guys? Yes, I can. That gives us the fluiducts. Well, hey! Fluiducts are cool. They work literally just like the liquid ducts. The only difference is that these guys, you can see the liquid going through them, which is pretty nice. And we're going to make a few of those because I quite like these guys. There we go. It gives us 18 of our fluiducts. And we're probably going to want a way of sending power. So let's go back to our thermal expansion. And we're going to grab ourselves the higher tier of our energy conduits, the Hardened Energy Conduit, which is done with Invar and some redstone. Yes, and we still need our original Redstone Energy Conduits for that. So let's make some energy conduits to start. So we need some glass, we need some lead, and we need some redstone. So we'll throw these back for the time being. We've still got some glass, which is good. I'm going to throw my own bars in here because there always seems to be a recipe that has that sort of stuff. And we need some lead. Cool beans. Oh, our lead is disapparating. We're pushing the button. Pushing the button. Cool. Alright, so that'll give us those. And I believe that's pretty much it. Yes, just glass and redstone. And then we'll grab ourselves some Invar as well. So let's make these first. So we want our regular Redstone Energy Conduits. We'll grab 12 of these because I think that's probably going to be more than enough. And throw our redstone back in there. There we go. Next thing is going to be our Invar, and we've already got 2 Invar here, so let's turn these into Le Nuggets. And we're going to need that redstone again, aren't we? Yes, we are. And that should be able to allow us to change some of these guys up. So that's going to give us 6. I would kind of like to do the last 6 as well, so it might be worth making some more Invar. Before we have a quick sleep, let's get some ferrous cooking up. And some of these guys, so we'll do this and grab ourselves a little bit more Invar. Just make sure I've got the stuff for it. Nope, we haven't. We're looking good. So let's get this doing its thing, and we'll have a little sleepies. So all the bad guys don't go coming out. I can see that pig up there doing his thing. He definitely doesn't want to be attacked by any creeper. No, no. Okay, right. So pulverized ferrous and our iron is on the way. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to grab myself some redstone from here, and we're going to throw it inside our crucible, like so, because today is the day that we finally upgrade and get ourselves a better energy cube, I think. And for this, we're going to need ourselves some redstone. Let's have a look, make sure it's going in there. Yeah, destabilized redstone. Looks good to me. And we'll grab a couple of these as well. Nice. Okay. So, pulverized ferrous and our pulverized iron will be used to make ourselves our Invar. That can go in there and start cooking itself up, which is nice. So let's have a gander at the different types of energy cells. And we'll do that just through the thermal expansion page. Now, we could have gone to a hardened one, but I think we'll just go straight to the redstone energy cell, which is crafted slightly differently. So with these guys, you can upgrade. So the hardened energy cell can be created with the leadstone with Invar around it. The redstone is a completely different recipe of its own, and you're probably going to recognize this from the old. So we're going to need some electrum, we're going to need some hardened glass, and we're going to need a diamond. Cool, so we've got our hardened glass, we've got diamonds, we're just going to need ourselves some electrum, which is easy enough, so we'll grab a few of these, and a few of these, pop them in there, and that will start doing its thing into electrum. You can see as well we put another tank up here and set that to input, and that's gone and thrown the rest of our liquid ender in now, resonant ender, because we definitely don't want to go wasting any of that stuff, do we? Now let's go grab some more of our hardened energy conduits. And we need, what do we need? I'm missing something here. I need my Invar. Yes, there we go. Gives us some Invar. Cool beans. And we'll grab some more of these. There we go. Gives us 10. Cool. And we'll leave the rest in here for the time being, because you don't really need those. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, so electrum is a thing. We have our hardened glass. We have our diamond. Nice. let's go crafting ourselves one of these guys, shall we? So we want the Redstone Energy cell, this cool guy right here, which is made like this. So that gives us that. Now we need to fill it with some lovely redstone, and that should go doing its thing, hopefully. Oh, we're going to need more redstone. Let's just throw a whole stack in there. Why not? Let's just throw a whole stack in there. That's how we do things. There we go. That's better. And he's going to need a fairly decent amount to be doing his thing, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. I'm kind of thinking maybe it would have been worth doing the redstone energy conduit, but I don't think we're going to be transferring enough energy to be doing that. Maybe we could. I don't know. We've already made these guys now, so I guess we'll use these for the time being. They transfer a rate of 400 RF. We're not actually going to be moving that much around just yet, so we'll hold off for the time being. Hold off on the redstones. So redstone energy cell is done. Let's have a gander at what we need to do to create the rest of this. So that's it. We're good. We are looking good. Redstone energy cell frame. I believe we still need to craft it. Redstone energy cell frame, because the redstone energy frame full. Okay, so let's pop this guy down and make sure. Yeah, we still can't access this guy because there is another part of the recipe to this, which it is not showing me. Why are you not showing me the rest of the recipe? Unless we have to do it via here. Yes, there we go. So electrum, a lead, and a redstone, which is more electrum. We've got our electrum. We'll need some redstone, and we'll need some lead. Okie dokie. So let's craft this guy. And are you going to work for me? So we want our frame, we want our electrum, we want our lead, and we want to craft one of these guys. So let's do this quickly. There we go. And that gives us our redstone energy cell. There we go. Much better. Cool beans. A thing that we can actually use. Nice. Alright, so this guy holds a absolute ton more energy compared to the other ones. You can see there that it holds, what's that, something like 10 million. It's a ridiculous amount of RF compared to these guys that hold 400,000, so that's good. They also have a much larger input and output with send and receive of 2,000 RF, so that is a lot of RF to be sending. Cool beans. Now, the next thing really is to get this guy all set up. I think I'm going to go throw my electrum in here, because that's probably where I'm going to remember where it actually is. We'll throw these guys back in here, and we will throw these back in here, and those can go in there for the time being. Cool. Alright, so we're looking good. So let's make our way over to our factory building. That is very slowly getting built, but hopefully we'll be able to get cracking on it. I'm going to probably work on it tonight, I think, and try and get a bit more built. And I'm going to be working on getting my plants and things growing as well. I want to get onto diamond as soon as possible so we can start, getting some good things happening. So we want to throw down our tank controller, and then we're going to connect our tanks to this. This does work like a multi-block, so you can just throw them anywhere. We'll get this going across the top. Yeah, that looks good. We've got one spare, but I'm sure we can grab another one of those at some point to finish that guy off. So that is like that. Now we want to connect all of this up. So the first thing really is going to be that we want our dynamos to be down. So I'm going to put my dynamos here, I believe. Yes, loads of dynamos. And they're all going to be connected up with our hardened energy conduits. So they can go along the front like that, producing their power, which is nice. And we're going to have our tesseract right round here, I think. Yeah, because this is going to be circling around. So if we have our tesseract here, pushing power, and then our redstone energy cell can be here at this end. Cool. And remember the one that has an input, so that's going to work as an input there, which is nice. Let's switch these guys around with our crescent hammers so they're all pushing in. Cool. And then in the back of these, we're going to have our fluid ducts, like so. So they all connect up. Now remember, we're going to be getting the fluid for these guys via here. So let's have that coming out of there as well. And then we want excess fluid going into there. Nice. Alright, so I'm hoping this is going to do its thing. So let's set these to output. And we can only hope for the best. Let's get rid of this guy because we don't want that. And yeah, nice. Alright, so let's configure our this guy here. So firstly, we want to class this one as energy, And we'll have that as lava as well. Cool. We'll have that on number 1, I believe. Yes. Cool. So this one is going to be, and we're going to be, so we're going to be sending fluid, and we're going to be receiving only energy. Nope, that's wrong. We're going to be sending energy, and we're going to be receiving fluid. Cool beans. So that should, in theory, work perfectly fine, as long as it's all connected up properly. Now, we might need to put down some levers to get these guys pushing out, but I'm not 100% sure whether that's really necessary. So let's make our way to the Nether, and we will go and set this up in the Nether as well with our Endothermic Pump. Yes. Now, the cool thing with endothermic pumps is they do chunk load themselves, which is nice, so there's no need for spot or chunk loaders. And they are designed as well that they will only load a small area of the Nether, so they're not going to load tons, they'll only load just the amount they need to try and help with lag. So they are your lag-friendly, your lag-friendly pumps. Yeah. Well, hey, let's grab some of these guys. One thing with the condition of these, though, is they need to be placed at the surface of the lava. So we'll throw this guy here like that. Then we're going to grab our Tesseract and we'll plop him on top. Cool. Now, this one is already connected here, which is nice. So energy and lava doing its thing. This one is going to be sending fluid and is going to be receiving energy, just like that. Cool beans. Is there anything else that we want here? I don't think so, because it's all going to be working by itself. I am going to quickly grab some lava so we can jumpstart this guy. So let's grab a couple of buckets of lava, like so, and we'll make our way back to the overworld. And I really don't want to have this in my inventory, because I know that it's just going to clog it up, so we'll do that. Nice. Alright, so let's go and get this guy up and running. Hopefully, this will do the trick once we get a bit of lava into our Magmatic Dynamos and get this guy jump-started. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get dark soon, so we're going to have to be a little bit quick about this. Now, as far as getting this guy connected to the actual overworld, or our main kind of beach from our factory, I am thinking we're going to have like a little port area out the front, and we're going to use Archimedes ships to make ourselves some barges. I think that could be really cool, having some barges going back and forth, and Archimedes ships is definitely a good one for that. One thing to note though is if you are going to be using Archimedes ships, then remember that you are going to have to go ahead and you're going to need... Okay, right, let's just check on this. You're going to need to apply it in your config, because it is set to be off from the start. Okie dokie. Right, so that is doing its thing. If we have a look over here, we've got energy going into this guy. I'm kind of hoping it's going to push into here as well. We might need to grab ourselves some levers to kickstart that. Let's double check to make sure this is right. So fluid is receive only and energy is send only, so that's definitely working fine. I'm going to go and have a quick sleep and grab myself some levers, and we'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Look at that guy filling up with lava and doing his thing. We did need to make it so that this was actually not set as an output for this to work. I have no idea why, but for some reason this guy, the fluid duct, is a little bit funky like that when it comes to different types of mods, and the dynamic liquid tanks is one of those. I remember that being with the old thermal expansion. Actually, you had to kind of set it a little bit weird for it to work properly, but that seems to be the way with things, and except for that, it seems to be functioning alright. The lava is a bit of a weird one, but I'm sure we can kind of get that working. Now, we are going to have to also change this around, because we need the lava to be pumping into here, so I might have it just coming directly out of the tank and see if I can get a good kind of thing going on here. Let's change this around. So we'll get our crescent hammer and change you like this, and we'll move some of them along like that. We should be able to output it. There we go. And that's then going to go into these guys, which will push into there, and you can see this is now going back up because the power is going via the Tesseract to our endothermic pump. Cool. Alrighty, so let's get this guy pumping as well. We'll take away these ones, and now we should have a pretty decent little loop going around. Yeah, I like it. Nice, there we go. And we should also be filling up our energy cube. Yeah, see? It's all working out perfectly fine. Cool. Now remember, these guys have an internal buffer as well of lava, so once they're all full and this guy's full, they're going to go and they're going to stop pumping lava, obviously, and they'll run off their internal buffer. So eventually we'll have a nice filled up redstone energy cell that we can use for all of our cool builds that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to go and probably start moving over a lot of our stuff from our place over there. Our little our little place over the water. We'll start moving it over into here and then start doing our magic as the base around us builds. Yeah, the factory. I am mighty excited to get this factory built and looking really cool. I kind of want it like it leans, the front leans. That's why I built this bit, but I don't like that. So I'm going to get that away and try again to make it look a little bit nicer. Hence why I built out of dirt, because I'm very, even though I'm no good at building, I'm very, very picky about how things look. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Like that there. That needs to be filled. That needs to be filled really badly, otherwise I will start having a bit of a hissy fit about it. It's weird, really, because generally I'll be anything vanilla based and I really don't care how it looks, but if there's like a tank missing or something, that just physically injures my soul. Cool. Alright, so we've got ourselves our power going, we're doing well there. Our plants are faring fairly well for themselves, I think. Yeah, they're doing good. Nice. Let's grab some of these. And we're still getting all our seeds. Trying pretty hard while we're still on the older, well, it's not the old version because the other one hasn't been pushed to recommended just yet, but while we're on this version I am trying hard to get as many of these plants done as I can, so that way we can go ahead and get us all the crops from it and all the goods from it. Yeah, because remember, the chance for drops is soon changing to be a a very low percent. I believe 1%, which is so low. It's not the end of the world because we can still go and get some seeds from it. But you see how many seeds I just got then? That is redonkulous, and they're all gold. And we've got our glowstone over here, which we're starting to get more from as well, which is nice. The glowstone doesn't seem to drop as many, but the others seem to work pretty nicely. So we'll grab all of these guys as well. There we go, looking good. And I'm thinking we're going to open some more presents before we call this episode a day. Yeah, that seems fun. I like opening presents. And I think with the world download as well, when I put the world download out, there was a load of stuff in here as well, magical crop essence goodness, for you guys to be making all of your presents out of. And you gotta love presents. I love presents, they are the best thing. Wow, we got 12 presents. Nice. Alright, here we go. This is going to be like a magical opening of things. Yeah, let's get all these guys open up and see what we get. We got some eggs. Did I just get a cake? Oh, I got a cake. I got another cake. I love cakes. We just got some gold and a tater. Seems to be getting a load of saddles, and I'm pretty sure I just got some bottles of enchanting. Nice. Got an endery pearl. We've got some cakes. Got some gold. Wow, this is like Christmas all over again. Another cake, some blaze powder, that's pretty useful, and some more ender pearls. Well, there you go, look at that haul. We got loads of cakes, we got all the things. Cool beans. So we'll soon be using that. I wonder when that's actually going to be changed, the Christmas essence, because as far as I'm aware, that's still just an Easter egg. But who knows? I know the chests have obviously changed now, and the Minecraft, the computer craft turtles, the elves have now gone back to turtles, I believe, so it's only a matter of time. So if you're using those, then stock up on them and try and get yourself as many presents as you can. Cool. Alright guys, well that is going to be that for that episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We've gone and collected all our lava from the nether. Yes, and if we do take a quick little trip over that way, you should see how the endothermic pump works and how I mean about it not causing lag, because what it does is it takes a source block at a time and it replaces it, there you go, replaces it with stone. So that way you don't get much lag, because then there's no excess lava moving, and moving liquid is the thing that generally causes you to lag out, or your server to have issues, because then that's loading, that's moving, that's textures moving and things like that. It's not good. But this guy will go ahead and it will replace all of those with stone, and you can see that the max power is all doing well, trigger's good, everything is working perfectly fine. It won't pump anymore at the minute because obviously our tank is full, and it'll only tank once the will only pull once one of our engines requires some liquid. Yes. Cool. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode of Feed the Beast Horizons. Don't forget to leave the episode a like if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys soon for another episode. Have a good one, and goodbye.